If people are the most important part of the organization, leaders must answer a simple question. Why do we spend so much time refining the SOP, buying the software, changing the system, announcing the strategy, and so little time developing the people who have to execute it? Most leaders would never say people are unimportant. We say the opposite. We talk about culture, talent, leadership, communication, accountability, trust, and execution. But when pressure rises, the calendar tells the truth. The SOP gets scheduled, the software rollout gets a plan, the CRM changeover gets a budget, timeline, vendor, training deck, and go-live date. People development gets a workshop, a conversation, or a good intention pushed into next quarter. Not because leaders don't care, because people are harder. A system is complicated. People are complex. And those are not the same thing. A complicated system can be mapped. You can document the process, define the fields, assign the permissions, test the workflow, and fix the errors. It may be frustrating, but the variables are visible. With people, the variables are alive. Different traits, personalities, backgrounds, cultures, levels of urgency, expectations, fears, learning curves, and definitions of respect, accountability, pace, pressure, and success. One person needs direct feedback. Another shuts down when feedback feels too blunt. One thrives under intensity. Another performs best with space to process. One leader reads silence as alignment. A team member experiences the same silence as avoidance. One department values speed. Another values precision. Neither is wrong, but if nobody can work through the difference, execution suffers. That's why developing people cannot be treated like installing software. You can announce a strategy in one meeting. You can say, "This is where we're going." You can rename priorities, change dashboards, adjust operating rhythms, and publish the plan by Friday. But the human capability to execute that plan doesn't appear when the slide deck is finished. Yes, a CRM implementation takes time. It can be disruptive. It can expose messy data, unclear ownership, and bad habits hiding in the workflow. But human development runs on a different horizon. It can take years to develop someone from capable individual contributor to trusted leader. Years to help a leadership team move from polite agreement to honest alignment. Years to build cohesion where people tell the truth early, challenge productively, recover from conflict quickly, and execute under pressure without splintering. And that timeline creates a problem for business. Business wants movement, decisions, quarterly traction, and visible progress. So leaders gravitate to what looks controllable. Systems, structures, strategies, dashboards, processes, and tools. Those things matter. SOPs matter. Systems matter. Strategy matters. A good operating model matters. But they don't execute themselves. People execute, and people don't become more aligned, disciplined, trusted, or cohesive because the process document got better. Here's what many organizations miss. Execution isn't only a systems problem. Execution is a human coordination problem. The question isn't, do we have a strategy? The question is, can our people absorb it, interpret it the same way, make decisions under pressure, and move together when the environment changes? The question isn't, do we have SOPs? The question is, do our people have the judgment, trust, and discipline to follow the process when it matters and adapt intelligently when it no longer fits? The question isn't, did we install the tool? The question is, have we built the behaviors required for the tool to improve performance? This is especially true in high-stakes environments, where the cost of misalignment is real. When stakes are high, small fractures show fast. A lack of trust slows decisions. A lack of clarity creates rework. A lack of cohesion turns pressure into politics. A team that looks aligned in a conference room can fragment when the mission gets difficult. So here's the value for leaders. Stop treating people development as the soft side of execution. It's the hard side. It's harder because it takes longer. It's harder because it requires consistency. It's harder because it forces leaders to confront behavior, not just structure. It's harder because it can't be delegated to a platform, a policy, or a quarterly offsite. But it's also where execution advantage is built. Dr. Philip-Neri, PhD, founder of Cohesion HQ and author of The Execution Advantage, has focused his work on team cohesion in high-stakes environments. The central insight is practical. If you want better execution, you can't only optimize the system around the people. You have to develop the people inside the system. That means building leaders who create clarity, teams that sustain trust, cultures that handle truth, And organizations that understand cohesion isn't a slogan, it's a capability. The pressure of business will always make it feel like there's no time. The real question is, how much time are you losing because the people side was never developed? If your organization is ready to take execution, cohesion, and people development seriously, connect with Cohesion HQ, access your files securely, and begin the work of building the team behind the strategy.